This is week 3 of starting a new online business on a low budget. And after just spending $70, we've now made back our first $2,000. Hey, my name is Ijlal Ahmed and I have been an online marketer and product creator for almost 9 years now, and I've sold dozens of six-figure digital products including courses and software, one of which is now $1 million franchise. In this series, I show you how anyone can start an online business on a low budget. You're currently watching week 3. In the first 2 weeks, I came up with the concept of the course I wanted to create, wrote a sales letter, built out the course outline, and created the sales page and the video sales letters, and then finally set up the entire members area. Now, if you want to see a full breakdown of that, make sure you watch the first 3 videos of this series. The link to the first video should be somewhere above my head right now. With that being said, let's recap everything I did in week 3. So this week, my goal was to validate my product to ensure there is enough demand for it. And there are 2 ways to go about it. The first one, which is also what I did, was to open the offer up to my community. To do this, I ran a 7-day email campaign sequence where I ran a 4-day pre-sale and a 3-day cart open sequence. I sent this to a segment of about 2,000 people and the results turned out to be promising. With about 285 visitors, my front end converted at 6.6%. My bump offer had a 79% take rate and my upsell one converted at about 15%. That's a $6.6 EPC and a $99 average order value. Now, of course, this is my own audience made up of people who already know and trust me, so the stats look impressive. I would say these would get slashed in half when I run it to a cold audience, but we'll see how that goes. So to set all of this up, our expenses were $70 and we made back $1,889. So our net profit right now is $1,819, which means now I can burn through $1,000 on ad spend and not break a sweat. Not like I'm gonna do that, but just saying. Oh, and on a side note, I just upgraded my system account too. So these results were generated while I was still on the free account. Now, if I didn't have an audience to test this offer out with, here's what I would have done instead. I would have directly launched this via Facebook ads, but with a button that goes to a page saying something along the lines of, we're having some difficulties right now. And I would still collect their emails. I would spend about $100 to analyze the stats. And if my sales page is getting at least a 10% click-through rate, only then would it mean that it's something people are interested in. That would typically give me a good idea of whether this offer will perform or not. If it's any lower than that, I would just ditch the offer and build something else. Ideally, you should aim to spend at least 2 times the price of your front-end offer in your ad budget. So if you're selling at $27, you should start with about a $50 daily budget. Now, I will go into more details about that when I start running ads for the build alone offer. But anyway, with our idea now being validated, the next job was to start adding the promised content and the bonuses into the members area. So that's been pretty much what has occupied most of my time this week, shooting, editing, and uploading everything into the members area. And I'm only done about 25% of the entire content that I'm supposed to create. So it's going to be a while before this is completed. But anyway, we're now coming very close to releasing this offer via Facebook ads, hopefully by the coming week. That's about it for week 3. If by the time you're watching this, the next video is out, go ahead and watch that. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next video once it's out. I will see you next week.